would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? In reply, how you put up with this song and dance, soulless buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me. Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. What the money.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, easy. 12. Be right. Let it roll.
Luck on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Let it roll.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. They'll fake it. Now Luck. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Locke. His throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll run it with Mack. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. He'll get it up the middle. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mack. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. So with 4th down coming up, here's Adam Vinatieri now for the Colts field goal. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a...
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, It defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. And they will not get it. Chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Flushed out right toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up second down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case,
line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota eluding the pressure right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Dion Lewis, a first carry for the expatriate. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Mariota now on 2nd down. And Hill with it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number two. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. After the penalty, it's Henry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Second down, Mariota. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. The pitch to Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Throwing is Mariota. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there. And it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will tie us at 3-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, getting the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Mack. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Anytime you eclipse 100 yards rushing, you deserve the acclaim that comes with it, and he got it. AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week.
And wasn't up around 200, wasn't in a crazy game, but very good, solidly in that driver's seat to win that award, and he did. On first down, it's Lott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Lott. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let this go. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are in for 6. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Mariota. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Keep it low. One.
Throwing, Mariota. Escapes the sack. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, Mariota. Hard throw, incomplete. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, Locke. Over the middle, complete. That's Doyle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, Love. Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The ball comes out, and that might be Titan football. It is. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mariota now after the fumble recovery. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Working out of the gun, Mariota. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And another timeout taken by the Colts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now a play fake here on first down. Forced out to his left. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Jabal Sheard in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Walker with a grab, left side. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Suckup will put this one right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we hit halftime here. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Margus Hunt in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Now Mariota. And that's complete to Lewis. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there of 22.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brook. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 53 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. From the gun, Mariota. This is caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but was 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To throw on 2nd down is Luck. Buying time to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Now a carry from Mack. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll try the air now with Locke. Flush to his right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Luck on 1st down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. To throw is Locke. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. One.
Mariota now on 2nd down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be taken down inside Indy's 15-yard line. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 63 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Now Mack. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. Nifty move. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a first down throw. Locke. Ebron caught left side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the red zone now, Locke to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They come out here in the I. On 3rd down, that's Mack. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game, because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up. Are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
And the Titans getting set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's Mariota. And his throw is incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Mariota. Here comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it? No. This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-form. They're already in field goal range here late in the 4th now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker and just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Mariota to throw. Flushed out right. Are going deep here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Go, go, go.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. The Colts on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
12. Reggie. Color.
Luck now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Campbell. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. So it comes down to a man who has done this many, many times before, Adam Vinatieri. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it comes down to a man who has done this many, many times before, Adam Vinatieri. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. It has the distance, and it is good. Adam Vinatieri does it again. And the Hoosier State will celebrate tonight as the Colts have won it. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Indianapolis, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for our entire crew...